What's up, y'all? Coach Paul back from One Degree Coaching. On a previous video, I introduced the 14 different areas of life. So I'll do a quick little review, right, as a highlight. And there's no right or wrong. We talk about these different areas of life, but let's kind of go in order on how I outline this in my You Have Infinite Power workbook. So one area, and again, no specific order, is health and vitality. We call that your internal health. Another one is family, meaning your mom, dad, brother, sisters, maybe even children. Third area is your relationship. That means your intimate relationship, significant other, spouse. In my case, it's my wife, Gina. Number 4 is your physical appearance. This is external health or external physical appearance. It's completely opposite of health and vitality. Health and vitality is internal. Physical appearance is external. I kind of use the example if I took my shirt off and I'm on the beach, I want to look a certain way. Obviously, I'm filming this. I'm in a really nice suit. I talked about, hey, before I came in here to film, I went to downtown Charleston and met Barber Steve to get, tightened up here. That's physical appearance, internal, external. Number 5 is money, but number 6 is career. They're two different things. Like there's certain things that we do to just generate focus on income and money, and some things can be is just career based, and I'll explain that in a little. How I explained that in the previous video is I own commercial real estate. I'm also an investor on some real estate deals, but it's not what I do for a living. Career is, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm an executive coach. I'm a public speaker. So when I'm filming this is career based. Coaching calls, career based. Last week I ran a 2-day event here in Charleston. That's all career based. In a couple of weeks I'll be up in Nashville, Tennessee, keynote talking. That's career based, right? So it's two different energies, two different focuses. Number 7 is spirituality. Like I shared, I'm a Christian. I go to church. I read scripture. I pray, right? Certain people go to temple, whatever it is for you. Number 8 is social life. Like, hey, when I was a certain age, like my son Pierce's age, hanging out with my friends and my boys, that was everything. But if I hung out with all my friends right now and not paid attention to my wife and kids, I would be divorced. And at my age right now, our social life, hey, when I'm done filming this, I'm going out to dinner with Gina and another couple. That's how we roll with social life, okay, in our season. Number 9 is organizational discipline. I kind of talked about how my mom was like the professional homemaker. So like doing the laundry, organizing, literally as I'm filming this, I know my wife is kind of organizing stuff around the house. That's number 9. 10 is charity. At our event that we just ran last week in Charleston, we made sure that we actually had a not-for-profit called Longbow Foundation that helps soldiers come back into the real world after serving, and they do certain things to kind of get them back in the civilian world. So, or I donate to my church. There's ways that we can serve, right, to give back to charity. Number 11 is learning and growth. Hey, if you're watching this content, you're learning. You read a book, you're learning. You're taking a course, you're learning. Number 12 is mind development. Selfishly, for my 1 Degree disciples, my coaching clients, I have them make 1-pagers where they're reading empowering statements that we create during my coaching process to kind of sharpen up their mindset. Number 13 is fun activities. Hey, maybe I love going to country concerts, rock concerts. My kids love roller coaster parks. Like Gina and I love going to movies. What are things that are fun? And by the way, we stack these things, right? So if I'm going to do something fun, I'm going to do it with my wife, with my kids, maybe with some good friends or peer groups. And number 14 is technology. I'm not the tech guy though. Now some people are more tech. Right now I said in my previous video, we have our film crew, got all these lights and cameras and do all this cool stuff. Like I have no clue how this works, and so that's why I have other people do all that. If you remember what I also said in the previous video is attention equals love. So if I paid attention to Gina, she feels love. I pay attention to Pierce and Kiana, they feel love. I pay attention to my training, my fitness, my body feels love. Pay attention to my coaching clients, they feel loved. So attention equals love, right? So again, quick overview, 14 areas of life. On the previous video, I had asked for people to kind of put them in a hierarchy, right? And there's no right or wrong. I want to get to what we call your core four. What are the four tires on your car, right? Your vehicle of life. And so, and they change depending on the seasons of life that you're in. Okay, as I'm filming this right now, I think I'd shared that my daughter Kiana is in France studying abroad with her college. Pierce is going to be off to the Citadel. We're empty nesters. So, the family aspect for us isn't going to be super taking up a lot of time like when they were kids, right? But here's where I'm going to now step into, once you define your core four, now I want to talk about creating action steps, okay? So we have a level of awareness of where you want to put your focus, okay? But everything gets an appointment. There are action steps. Now I want to just share with this right now is that there are action steps for each area of life, okay? So there are action steps that you could do every day. There are action steps that you could do weekly. There are action steps that you could do monthly. There are action steps you could do quarterly. Hey man, there are action steps you could do every single year. Okay, but what I ask my clients, we create a menu of action steps. Now, if you only have 2 or 3 things on your menu, that's gonna not be that great. Now, I don't know if this is gonna resonate with a lot of people, but I live down south and there's not a lot of diners down here. When I lived up north, there were diners. And this is not to like put anyone on the spot, but most of the people that owned the diners were Greek, right? And the Greek diners, man, you ever open up the Greek diner menu? They got everything on that Greek diner menu. You could do breakfast all day. You could do this, apps, that apps. Like you get anything in a Greek diner. And most of them were kind of open, I think 24/7 back in the day when I lived up north. Down here we have what do we got? Waffle House. Waffle House. What I've learned about Waffle House is when hurricane season comes, if Waffle House closes, you get out. Right? So, I gotta get refocused again, even though this is the chapter on focus. So action steps. You want to have a sequence of menus, right? What you could do in a day, in a week, in a month, in a quarter, in a year. Now let's pick one of the areas, let's call health, right? Health is easy to do, okay? So what's an action step that you could do in your health? I like to think you drink water, right? Every day. Now those that know me, I carry this big jug around, right? And this comes with me pretty much everywhere I go. And this is an easy action step for me to do, okay? Drink water, take my vitamins, I go for walks, I weight train. I had some protein bars just before, right, to snack on. I meal prep. I sit in a sauna at night. I ice plunge. Like, you go down the list, right? I make sure I check my blood levels, especially at my age. To be totally transparent, I take peptides and hormones to make sure that I'm at peak optimal condition. So this is all part of my play. It's all action steps, right? Every 4 to 6 months or 3 to 4 months, I have to get blood work done. That's an action step every quarter, right? Sometimes every month I might do a cleanse, or every quarter a colonic. Maybe once a year you do a certain thing. I don't know what it is for you, but you have to make a list of all the action steps that you could do around your health, okay? When our kids were younger, if I'm alluding to family, like action steps were, those that study us and they know Gina and I, we have tea in the morning, a Korean tea ceremony. That was an action step. We'd make the kids breakfast. I play with the kids outside before they got on the bus. I would put them on the bus. At night, we'd give them bath time. We'd read to them. We'd do their homework. We'd take them to their games. These are all action steps, right? We'd play on the weekends. We'd go to the park. Action steps, right? Now my kids are older. As simple as it is, my action step is to FaceTime Kiana, right? Or use the WhatsApp app because she's in France. Like, that's an action step. So I don't have a lot right now, right? Because they're older, right? Talk about your intimate relationship. I would ask your spouse what he or she likes. You know, an action step that's important to me is that Gina goes on our gratitude walk in the morning. We have tea in the morning. And I'll say this not to get personal, but my wife's super highly kinesthetic. And if and when we are in the kitchen and I'm meal prepping, I mean, she wants me to hug her and kiss her and squeeze her butt. And that's the truth. That's an action step. I have to constantly, just squeeze my butt, and so that's an action step, okay? Kiss her good night. Say good night. Say good morning. If she's at her office and I'm on coaching calls in between, I'll send her a text. Obviously, every week. Actually, tonight, today's a Friday. We're banging out hours of content as we're doing this right now. We have a date night at 7 o'clock at one of my most favorite restaurants here in Mount Pleasant. That's an action step. Being intimate, action step. Hey, but 2 or 3 times out of the year, we travel. That's an action step. We were just in Tampa, Florida in May. We're going to Vegas for a couples retreat with my coach Andy and Jackie Elliott for a couples retreat. We're actually going to our place in Arizona at the end of the year. Action step. So what are the things that you do? Now talk about career. Like I am obviously an executive coach. Filming for how many hours? 4 or 5 hours today is an action step, right? Coaching calls, action step. I gotta create right content, action step. Last week, doing a 2-day seminar, action step. Gonna be in Nashville, Tennessee in 2 weeks, keynoting, action step. These are all little things that you do that go on your calendar, okay? So what I challenge you all to do, and I'm not sharing my action steps to impress anybody. I'm not. I'm just sharing to impress upon you. I love that statement. I learned that from one of my mentors. I'm not here to impress you, to impress upon you that in every area of life, attention equals love. You show me your calendar, I'll show you your freaking life, right? Anyone that knows me, you meet me, I'll let you look at my calendar. From 4:30 till 9:40 at night, I got 15, 30, 60-minute increments. There are no white space in my calendar. And I will guarantee you, especially Monday through Friday, 80% of the stuff that's on my calendar is my core 4. I'm telling you, everything else, noise. On the weekends, it'll be different. You'll see more faith-based stuff, fun stuff, fitness stuff, social stuff, and I'll be transparent. The social stuff is going to be making sure it's aligned to my mission, to my values, to my standard. Years ago, it wasn't. I'd be working hard, playing hard, and if there was booze, I'm going to drink it all. That's not in my life anymore. As of right now, not happening, right? It just doesn't serve me anymore, okay? You choose your core 4. You choose your action steps. You make an arsenal. If you have an intimate partner, you ask him or her, hey, what are certain action steps that are important to you? And then you share what's important for them to do for you or with you, and you share. Ask your kids, So you make an arsenal, a menu, like a Greek menu, and then what you do is say, where's there white space? Can I input and schedule this action step for that area of life in my calendar? Because attention equals love. So I challenge you to check out your core 4, make a menu of action steps for each one, and block out the next week. Lee, watch this video, block out the next week. How about one day? Look at your one day, look at your core 4, and make sure that God's got an appointment, your family got an appointment, your spouse got an appointment, your fitness got an appointment, and your career got an appointment. 80% of your day should be maxed around those 4 to 5. Now, you want to block off 30 minutes, an hour, and do fun activities? I don't know, maybe fun activities for you is to watch Netflix. It ain't for me, but maybe it is. Maybe like sporting events. Hey, talk to me when the Clemson Tigers start playing on college football. Hey man, maybe on a Saturday you're going to catch me for a couple hours watching the game. That's cool. That's fun activities. Maybe you stack it. I mean, Gina watching the game. We go to the game together. But think about it, okay? Time block it. And always make sure that your action steps are deposits. Deposits. And the play is 80% of your day and your week, gotta focus on your core four. You run that play, watch what happens. The core four is going to improve. Your tires have air in them. This is the multi-dimensional success play, okay? So, core four, menu action steps, time block, everything gets an appointment. Why? You're worth it, your family's worth it, your legacy's worth it, and your clients are worth it. Be better every day.